Hi, I'm Marcel with Guaranteed Rate.
Hi, and I'm Diana Barnhouse with the Barnhouse Group at Keller Williams.
We just wanted to touch base with you and talk about some of the topics that oftentimes buyers and sellers have when they're going through the home buying process. And so I know one of the biggest questions that I get sometimes is clients will ask, Marcel, what should I buy? Should I buy an existing home or should I buy a new home? And I wanted to ask Diana about that a little bit and see exactly what your perspective is and what are some of the things to consider in that.
Well, there are a number of things to consider new versus pre-owned. Age of the home usually is the first thing. The newer construction has more updated technology, and so therefore tends to be more energy efficient. Square footage of the home, maybe some of the pre-owned homes, the older homes had larger secondary bedrooms.
Yeah.
The newer homes, they're a little bit smaller, so that's important. Location also. If you want a new home, chances are there's some cities who are completely built out. They don't have new construction, and you need to go a little further out in the suburbs in order to obtain a new construction home.
Sure. No, that definitely makes sense. And energy efficiency is something that certainly is on a lot of people's mind. And I know, some of the houses out there, the way that they were built in, let's say, the 80s or 90s is certainly not the way that they're being built anymore.
That is correct.
And I think we probably, I experienced myself when I ended up purchasing a home. Then we ended up having some of those hot Texas summers and had some really just scary electrical bills that came across. And obviously that was due to the insulation standards at the time when that home was built.
Right. The technology of windows have changed. The insulation has changed. Just the way they seal up the homes these days is quite the difference. And you're absolutely right. I had a home that was built in 2000. Of course, it was larger. The energy bills were $500 plus a month.
Sure.
Now you go to a new construction, about a 3,000 square foot home. It costs you about $100 your electric bill. So
wow, yeah,
so
that really is a huge difference. And when you're thinking about a new home, isn't the insurance a little bit cheaper on a new home than it is on an existing home?
Absolutely, it is. It makes a big difference in the insurance cost.
And I know that from the mortgage side, I see whenever people end up getting their insurance policies come across, and if that home is 20, 25 years old, if it's had multiple claims on it, the insurance premium sometimes I've seen them as high as $3,000 or more. And then
correct.
I've seen clients sometimes, they'll buy a new home and that insurance premium might be, $1,100, $1,200 on a house that's more expensive than an existing home. And so
you're absolutely correct. There's what we call, the insurance industry has what they call a clue report.
Okay.
And the clue report, it lists all of the claims on a particular home. So if you have a pre-owned home and it's had a number of claims, it will be listed on that clue report.
Okay.
On a new construction, there have been no claims, right?
Yeah.
So that's definitely something to consider when you're
Absolutely.
purchasing a home.
And you would get probably the new roof discount and the new home.
Absolutely.
And so that makes sense as to why the insurance would be that much less.
Actually, on a pre-owned home, if let's say the roof, as an example, the roof has been replaced, and if you have a receipt, you can give that receipt to your insurance company. And now that it has a recently replaced roof, there is a discount for that.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yes. No, that definitely makes sense. So tell me a little bit, what circumstance should someone consider a pre-owned home instead of a new build? What would be the circumstance there?
I would say location. Usually, if somebody works, further into town, into downtown, they may not want the commute.
Sure.
They may want a shorter commute, and so.
And as you mentioned, the size of the rooms and the structures are going to be very different. I'm assuming that now everything is obviously open concept, but if you have someone who is wanting to have, the old style galley kitchen, for example, you're probably not going to find that in a lot of new builds anymore.
That's correct.
Well, perfect. Well, again, I'm Marcel with Guaranteed Rate.
And I'm Diana Barnhouse with the Barnhouse Group at Keller Williams.
We look forward to speaking with you next week and answering any questions. If you do have any questions, please contact myself or Diana. We'd be happy to answer anything for you and be a resource. Hope you have a great day.
Thank you.